again, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cashway. I am here with Chef Randall, as always, and I'm Mike Morkin. And again, it's a good day because we have ketchup out. That's a good thing. But also, we've reached a point in our relationship here where we actually have found a disagreement, and that is the eating of raw potatoes.
Yeah.
I love it, was brought up on it, and this isn't something that you want to go.
Never did.
Yeah?
Never did. Never.
Well, raise your hand at home if you love to eat raw. Oh, look at the folks that are raising their arms.
Put 'em down.
Okay.
Put 'em down.
All right, so what are we doing today?
All right, so we're gonna make some French fries, and we're gonna we have the fryer. We did those chicken nuggets not long ago.
Yep.
And I thought it would be really neat for people to see how we actually can make some actual French fries.
Nice compliment to that.
And again, look, there's a lot of ways you can make French fries at home. You can make like a wedge fry. You can make a air fryer fry. There's a lot of, and you can bake them as well. This is actually, we're going to deep fry them. And so this is going to give you that restaurant style French fry. Okay.
And we have a tool out that we've had out in the past, and you got to be careful.
It's very, yeah. So this is it's a great tool. It's a mandolin, it's a cutter, but it's very dangerous. So, but French fries, what we're doing is we're choosing a russet potato. This is a new crop, which is nice. And then I'm also looking for like a bigger potato, longer if best. Okay. I really don't need to wash this right now because it's going to get washed in a little bit. But I just want to choose potatoes that are long so I can get a nice long French fry. And then I put the apparatus on there, and then we can go ahead and put that through. I'm cutting onto the paper so that I can easily pick this up when I need to.
Okay.
And what I want to be very careful about is that when I get to the end, I don't run my pegs onto my blade because that will dull it. So what we're going to do?
I think the last time you used it, we didn't even use this.
Right.
That's why I was.
Usually it's something. So now, like, let's see this little discoloration here. You can certainly cut that off, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. And then we're going to put it in here. And then the first thing we want to do is rinse these potatoes really, really well. So I'm going to, really what I do is I put them under a sink with running water. And when I say running, it's trickling. And I let that just trickle for about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
I know it's not the best way of saving water. Then I'll dump that out. I'll fill it back up just to cover them. Then I'm going to add in a little bit of cider vinegar. That really helps keep them crisp.
I have a question about your grease.
Yes.
Is this grease that you have kept once you've used it, let's say on the nuggets?
Yep.
Can you pour it into a container, save it, or do you start over each time?
So I would save it. So usually you can get, depends on what you're frying. Remember how when in the nuggets we kind of make sure we dusted all that flour off? If you have a lot of that stuff on the bottom, that's going to start deteriorating your oil. And your oil just won't fry like it normally would. Okay. So, but I would always filter it before I store it.
Okay.
Since I'm going to be pouring it out, might as well filter it. Okay. And when you filter it, you can just put it through like a handy wipe or something like that. It's not hot oil,
right.
But just something that's kind of fine where you can collect it. Coffee filter is a little too fine. Okay. All right. So we have our French fries now. These have been
clean.
They've been washed, and then they've been soaked. Okay? So these are where we're at right now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to blanch them. Okay.
And why are we doing that?
So what we're going to do is it's a 2-fry process. So why we want to do that is that we really can't. Now with a fry this size, we could probably fry that all the way, and you would get a pretty crisp fry, but not super crisp. Okay. Okay. But when we say blanch, we're blanching in oil, and our oil is actually 325. So when we go to fry it the second time, that oil is going to be 350.
Oh.
Okay. So then when we drop them into our basket, we want to be very, very careful that we've tried to get all that moisture off. We don't want these real wet. And then when you put them in the basket, don't put too many in there. Just enough to load the basket. And when you drop it, you want to drop it very slowly so that, because that oil, that can overflow. And then
And
add-
something, as I see the smoke rise, this is probably a good project.
it's not smoke, it's steam.
Steam.
Yep.
Something you maybe want to do out in the garage?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like we did the nuggets.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That would be awesome if we had a garage. So now that they're in there, they're just going to go exactly 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Which is about the time of our commercial break.
it is. So when we get back, actually, I have pre-blanched some.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is when we come back, we'll have some that are blanched. We can see what those look like, and then we will taste them.
All right.
Sound good?
We're going to take a break. Don't go away.